What's going on? This is My Life in the Shop. I'm your host, Donald Washington. I'm going to bring y'all a story out of Brooklyn, New York, home of Biggie Smalls, Wu-Tang Clan. However, this is not such a great story. This story is going to read that two New York police officers were called to the scene. I wanted to bring y'all a story mainly because this guy, Barry Wells, is going to kill his wife, Tonie Wells. I'm going to bring y'all his proposal to her. However, the story is going to read he choked her in September of this year, unconscious. That should have been her first warning. There is to leave him alone. Women, I can't count how many times this happens all day, every day in America, that a husband kills their wife. And I want to bring this because a lot of women in situations think it's funny, like that stuff with Tyrese, where his baby mother wanted to take his child, not let him see his own baby. I'm a father of a 3-year-old girl that would destroy me. And so I tell men, don't never let your wife, even if that's your wife or your girlfriend, know your weakness. The day you let your wife or your girlfriend know your weakness, they're going to use it. If you tell them I love my daughter to death and I would die without her, they'll be like, oh, really? I know what to do to get you. Man, I done been in relationships to where Sunday they want to love you and die for you. Monday they want you dead. No reason, just because. And will try to destroy you. Not saying that this girl in this case is going to try to destroy him or anything. We don't know the case. They're not releasing it. Her name is Tonie Wells. That's Barry Wells. So he was arrested, choked her unconscious. Women, it's the first sign of abuse, especially physical abuse. And in that magnitude, he almost killed her the first time. Now, they say he was acting funny that day. The police officer is going to be dispatched to the house. Now, a neighbor called, hearing her say, help, he's going to kill me. She also told her sister he was acting very funny that day. So he could have been off some type of drugs. Now, if he choked her out and unconscious before, she should have known. Women, get help. Let people know. I'm going to bring y'all the story. I'm going to bring y'all his, and also his proposal to her. Reason why I'm going to bring y'all that, seemed like a pretty straightforward dude. Seemed okay. Now, something else in these cases where all these murder-suicides. Now, he didn't kill himself. He should have. I wish he would have. However, these murder-suicides, the men have no criminal record. None. No violence, no theft, no deception, no anything. And if you watch the ID channel, man, it's men that just snapped. A lot of women took to Facebook, thought it was funny that Tyrese was going through that. A lot of people's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna do my baby daddy like that, and I'm gonna do this, and I say, no, women, do not try to get revenge on him just because. Even if he cheats, just leave. It is not cool to try to get revenge. Men are very unstable creatures. Trust and believe. They are. Every man, every woman has a boiling point. No matter, you can sit and say, no, not me, yes, you. And I know personal cases. I've seen it. It is not cute. And the reason why I say this, not that men and women both alike. Women snap out too. I'm concentrating mostly, meaning on men doing it, but I'm telling you, I have this conversation a lot, not every day, but I have this conversation with women, and all of them, most of them think it's funny to get revenge, to destroy him. That Tyrese situation, women was like, oh, that's what he gets. She should do whatever. She should take him to the cleaners. She should destroy him. No reason. I asked him, why? Oh, just because. No, ladies, don't play with him like that. There was a man out of North Carolina. He went to his wife's sister's house. She left him. He didn't see his baby for 3 months. He'd been trying to track her down. When he finally catch up with her, he said, look, I just want to take him to Chuck E. Cheese. I just want to be with him. I just want to see him. That's it. They called the police on him. You know what he did? He murdered everybody in the house and waited for the police to get there. And when the police got there, he said, I just want to see my kids. I don't even want to live without my kids. And I'm telling women, don't do that. That is the worst thing you could do. However, that's not what happened in this case. They're not releasing, they're waiting on his story. They're trying to ask him, why'd you do it? And he's not releasing why. He's just snapped out and did it. They was on and off again, living arrangements, they're saying. But I'm going to show you the marriage proposal. Seemed like he was an alright dude here.
What? Oh my goodness! What? Really? What? There's no chicken wings in that bag? Yo, what's that in the bag? Yo, what's in your bag, yo? There's no chicken wings in it? Chicken wings and fries, we don't go on dicks.
So her name is Tonie Wells. His name is Barry Wells. I'm assuming she accepted the proposal. However, in September when he choked her, she should have called that off. This is, cops suspended after failing to check on pregnant New York mother who was later found dead. Now, the police was dispatched to this house on Wednesday morning. 2 police officers were dispatched to the home in New York's Brooklyn borough to check on a 22-year-old pregnant who was scared of her husband. But the 2 officers never got out their car. The New York Post reports the woman, Tonie Wells, which is her, was found later that morning at the bottom of the basement stairwell in the Crown Heights home with bruising to her neck. The New York noted that the neighbor heard Wells' 2-year-old crying and found the young woman's body. Now the officers has been suspended in New York. We'll bring y'all another post. That's him. That's Barry Wells. The man was arrested after his wife was found strangled at the bottom. All right, so look, Barry Wells was arrested on September 24th, on September 21st, on felony charges of strangulation in 2nd degree. This was earlier this year. He strangled her till she passed out, till she lost consciousness. She's 22 years old. And he strangled her till she was unconscious. His bail was set at $5,000. So the good thing is that I'm guessing she called the police, and which was good, had him arrested. That was what she was supposed to do. The case remains open. Of course, it's February 6th. Of course, she's not going to be able to go because she's dead now. But Barry Wells was arrested as his wife, and they had a 2-year-old daughter together. And that's what he does to his wife. Very sad. So this is the cops' name: Will Jabber and Wing Hong Lu. They responded. And their story is going to read something crazy. The officers responded to the 3-story brownstone. The victim's sister called 911 to report Wells was scared of her husband. So I'm guessing she was probably on the phone texting her sister saying, hey, I'm scared of this dude, and he was acting funny. So especially if drugs and alcohol play a role, then that's definitely a source for disaster. The cops were suspended without pay. Now I'm glad they're suspended without pay. When you shoot a man in the back, unarmed man in the back, you still on active duty. That's duty, but you're still on active. Are claiming that they thought they only had to check the outside of the home. They're claiming they only had to check the outside of the home and didn't know to go in. And so they possibly could have saved this young girl's life, 22, Tonie Wells. They respond to a neighbor calling saying they heard them arguing. They respond, don't even get out the car. Hopefully they get suspended, taken off of the police force. That's a life and death situation, which she ended up dying. They didn't even get out the car. They could have saved her life. They could have stopped him from strangling her, but they didn't get out the car. They left. And then they got another call after they reported the baby's inside crying, and that's all they can hear. And of course, she was, and the baby was found near the mother's body. So he took off, leaving his daughter next to the dead mother. Very sad case. I want to bring y'all this because, ladies, if you're having any physical abuse, get out, run. Tell your parents, and a lot of people don't want to tell their family because family are the biggest judgmental people out there. They're going to judge you, but however, so what? It's better to be alive and judged than to be killed. Your family is probably going to tell you to leave, and which is the right advice, and you know it's the right advice. Take that advice. A lot of men out here, they grow on trees. They're everywhere. Almost. You know, plenty of good men out there. Ladies, if you see sign of abuse, run. And if he does, have him locked up. Have a restraining order. Because it's not funny. A lot of women think it's just funny to just try to destroy a man. A lot of women think that. Every man you ever talk to, just ask them. If you ever have a woman destroy you, they're going to say yes. What's the reason why? I don't know. Just because. Just any reason. And women do that. They think it's funny. I remember talking about the Tyrese situation. And women was like, oh, yeah, forget him. She should have done that. That was, yeah, he crying ass. He need to get over it. I'm like, no. Trying to take somebody's child? That is the worst thing you could do. That's why you never let your wife or your girlfriend know your weakness. Because they will use it times 10 and destroy you. Just because. If they think by taking you to court and taking all your money will destroy you, then they'll do it. They think by taking your child away from you, that'll destroy you, they'll do it. I ain't saying all women, but a lot of them will, man. I'm talking to women and they tell me, oh yeah, this is cute, this is funny, we should do this. And I'm like, no, don't do this to him. Don't try to get revenge. Don't do it even if he cheats or anything. It's not cute. This is a very dangerous game to play. And y'all won't even believe how many people kill their wife. No record, no background, no nothing. Just good men, working men. Not saying he was a piece of dirt. He didn't already choked her out. He was already an abusive scumbag that should have been in prison a long time ago. But a lot of cases, I watched the ID channel and watched the news, and even his report. Most of it's never reported on the news, so you don't know about it. But murder-suicide happens all day, every day. And a lot of cases I see where, man, people think it's funny to try to destroy somebody just because. Not saying that's the case. A lot of men are very unstable creatures. That's part of the reason why I say, man, even if y'all break up, make it an easy transition as possible. I don't know what else to say about the story, man. Very sad out of New York. However, just be careful out there. Make sure y'all like, comment. Let me know what you think about this video. Peace.